Today we'll be traveling around the historical and beautiful city of Rome and Florence, and we will take you to some iconic landmarks as well as some hidden gems. Thank you for reaching the third and final part of the series. For those of you who are just joining, this series has been about planning and surprising my friend with a trip to Italy for her birthday. Have you ever thought about traveling to Italy? Perhaps ancient Rome? Well, Rebecca and I will take you along with us to the places we visited, and hopefully this can help you plan a trip to Italy. Joining us today is my friend Rebecca.
Hi.
Ciao. So, on to the Vatican City. Within the walls of the Vatican City, there was the St. Peter Basilica, there was the Sistine Chapel, and the Vatican Museum, which that was our first entrance into the city itself. And the museum had so much artifacts and collections of masterpieces of ancient Rome. And I think my favorite part was probably seeing the paintings on the wall, at the top on the ceiling. But what was your takeaway from even seeing some of those?
I really enjoyed seeing this sort of dynamic between theology and philosophy play out throughout the tour. And there's a real sense of reverence that you feel being in a place like that. The Sistine Chapel is iconic. The ceilings show these frescoes, I think they're called, of various biblical scenes, and you can just imagine the real gift and patience of Michelangelo painting with his head tilted towards the ceiling for years and years. Just crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I think painting like that for years would give you arthritis after a time, I'm not gonna lie. But after our tour there, we actually found ourselves going back to the Colosseum. And why I say going back is because we went there 3 a.m. in the morning when we first landed in Italy, and it was kind of peaceful without the crowd.
You can't visit Rome without seeing the Colosseum. It is just grand, and all of the facts that you learn about it while you go on a tour there is so interesting. I would like to shout out the Rick Steves audio tours. Those are really fantastic if you just want a free self-guided podcast to listen to while you're going on a tour.
So this is one of the first tips that we would recommend, because the Rick Steve audio tour isn't just for the Colosseum, but we managed to use it for other historical places like the Palatine Hill and the Roman Forum, and even in Florence because it is free and you can do it at your own pace. Speaking about Palatine Hill and the Roman Forum, that was the very next place that we went to because it's right across from the Colosseum. And if you buy a ticket to the Colosseum, you also have access to those two areas. It was a palace of the Roman ancient days, and not only that, you have amazing and stunning views to oversee the city.
Really interesting. And Palatine Hill is considered the nucleus of Rome, so where Rome was founded, where everything was originally taking place. And the Roman Forum was a place where all of the leaders in Rome would meet to be making political and social decisions.
So I'm going to let Rebecca talk about this place in particular. It is the Trevi Fountain, but I think it was so near and dear to our hearts. I'll just let Rebecca tell you why.
We first started at night at 2 a.m. when no one was around. Yes, I said 2 a.m. But I was really keen to see it again in the daytime, and the atmosphere was just electric. While crowds can be difficult to navigate, I actually really loved the fact that we were all there just appreciating the same thing.
Yeah, and while we were there, we made a wish and we threw a coin into the fountain. We did this one at 2 a.m. in the morning, and we also got to see when the police came and they had a team to clean the area itself. But we only got to witness that in the night, and of course it was super duper late. So we went to a lot, and I mean a lot of places in Rome, and because of that, we will show you clips of a few of these places with a caption to tell you where it is. And not only that, we'll also put a list here on the screen so you can also screenshot it if you would like to also visit these places as well.
Rome is such a powerful city, and you really feel that being there. That old adage, Rome was not built in a day, is so true. Great things take time, and you can, Rome is the perfect example.
So we went to some notable restaurants that aren't tourist related, and these restaurants are the restaurants that locals go to, and we definitely enjoyed being there, and we would totally recommend. So we're going to put our top 3 or our top 2 restaurants here on the list, and we hope that you will also find yourself going there.
Rome and Florence were absolutely brilliant. Florence is just a work of art. To be in the city of the center of the Renaissance was a really beautiful experience. Both incredible cities, and this was really a childhood dream of mine. So it's very special, so special to be able to spend that time with my best friend. I'm really grateful.
So what can I say? Italy is beautiful. And having a friend there is worth every second. Going to another country, seeking adventure is the heart of life itself. And living in the moment is the energy that flows through your veins. Even if you got lost, it felt good to be lost in the right direction, because it all started with taking that first step towards adventure. If you come here, I can say you definitely won't be the same. For us, we definitely promised each other that Italy, we will be back.